realistically happen, and that's just something that your mind has got stuck on. So I'm going to talk to you guys today about this. It's also something I've discussed with clients, so I feel like it's a very relevant topic right now, and just for manifesting in general. At some point in everyone's journey, we're going to go through somewhat of a phase like this, even if it's just for a few moments. So stay tuned to hear my thoughts on this and my advice on overcoming this little hurdle. And you can also engage with me a little more. A few quick, exciting promos is, if you are a regular viewer, then you already know I offer coaching. But for anyone new here, because I think all my videos bring in quite a few new viewers, I offer coaching, so you can work with me one-on-one. It's all personal, private, one-on-one coaching done online via email, DM, and also video calls. And then also, if you want to engage a little more, get a little extra content and whatnot, but not, commit fully to coaching, that's okay. Because for £2.99, you can become a monthly member, become one of my LOA coaching darlings, and you will get some exclusive bonus content there as well, which is a monthly Q&A and also some polls throughout the month. So yeah, you can take a look and join up if you're interested. And of course, do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell if this sounds interesting to you and you'd like to hear more about this and see more of my manifestation content. Now let's start. The logical conscious mind will try and oppose that new version and the new way of thinking, the way that you are literally opposing not only your thought process throughout your life, the way a human would normally automatically think, but you're going against memory and logic and what the conscious brain is trying to focus on. It's going to push back and say, and I'll explain the reasons why and kind of give more in-depth overview in a moment, but it is going to push back and it's going to try and say, nope, that's not true. No, remember this, last week SP did this, last week you saw this, but this TV show showed this. It could be anything. The conscious mind, its job is to protect you, and it will try and push back. So it's going to oppose that new version, but you push beyond the logic and fact, and you just persist in that new story, because it's all about repetition building into a belief. It's all about protecting you from the dangers of change. The ego and the conscious mind, and obviously your intellect and your body is going to be automated really, and come mainly from the subconscious mind, which controls about 95% of our thoughts anyway. So it's going to try and protect you and base it on your current beliefs. So all your past circumstances, all the past events and repetition that has occurred that you've seen up until you started affirming, it's going to keep regurgitating that until you affirm to the point that it replaces those old beliefs. So it's going to try and protect you. It thinks that change, you're saying something new that isn't founded with memory and logic. So the mind is going to oppose that. Anyone with cognitive ability who can use ration and logic and intellect, the mind will do that in one way or another, not necessarily to a huge extent, but for some of us, if you have, really intense old circumstances, it's going to take longer and more work to overcome that. But essentially, that's why it might feel impossible. So I'm trying to explain to you guys that there's no objective reason for it to be impossible or unlikely, and this is just the way the mind thinks. It really does have no relevance or correlation to manifesting and getting your end result. So because in the past SP said or did XYZ, it does not mean, oh, now you can't have this, you can't marry them, you can't be with them, you can't get a text message, you can't go on 5 dates in a week with new people. It doesn't mean anything. Like any past insecurities or issues or resistance that you've had to getting that positive result that you want and the dream life that you want, none of those circumstances or issues have any relevance to manifesting. So it doesn't matter if what you're starting from, whether it's 5 years of no contact, a month of being broken up, 3 relationships that ended badly, being rejected from 20 jobs, whatever it is, whatever your manifestation is, none of that matters. You can say, but SP said this. It doesn't matter. But SP did this last week. It doesn't matter. But my mum told me this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what negativity you may be starting from, what memories you hold. You will get your desire and your manifestation if you persist, if you apply the repetition. So it doesn't matter that it seems impossible. So really the answer is always to just persist. try and remind yourself, not only just to have this blind faith, because I know that can be difficult, it's easier said than done, but you can actually apply logic, because you can say, look at these actual things I've had in my life up to now. You know, list your manifestations, because if you're well into your manifesting journey, you've been watching my content for a while, you are probably manifesting quite a few things in life, different areas of your life, and, you know, making progress, seeing some type of movement or success, even if it's just, you know, SP liked my Instagram photo, or I got a call for my next interview, or for the next stage of the interview for the job I want. Anything, like any type of positive movement or success, remind yourself of that and say, well, look at what I manifested here. I went from 0 to, you know, seeing huge movement and huge progress happening for me. So even, and also success stories. I know you guys will all have quite a few success stories. If you think about it, you can probably write a whole page of things you've manifested. So think about all the different areas in your life where you may have manifested and achieved what you wanted, and remind yourself, you know, look what I can do. Look how manifestation actually works amazingly for me, and I can keep recreating this result and this amazing process going forward for this area where I feel like it's impossible, but I know it's not. And in that case, you would be allowing yourself to feed into doubt if you don't overcome it and don't push against that logic and feeling of it being impossible. If you don't challenge that and basically erase it and replace it with something positive, which would be your mental diet, then you're feeding into that doubt. You're creating that cycle again of doubt of, this memory reminded me of this, so this must be true. And then you affirm, but then you're reminded again and you say, okay, that must be true. And it's just this negative cycle and loop that you end up on. So you need to break it by putting in that self-discipline, applying the repetition, using your mental diet, and, you know, challenging those negative thoughts and beliefs. About convincing your mind that you have what you want. So you go forward and keep repeating to yourself and telling your mind, I already have this, he's already mine, she's already mine, this job is mine, I already have my dream body. Whatever it is, you keep going and you just keep repeating that. You keep convincing your mind, because that's all it comes down to. Finally, you can also look to external sources, like obviously watching my videos, but I have actual videos on my success stories on areas where when I've told people, they're shocked. And especially my video about manifesting my dream hair, which, by the way, this is not a reflection of what I manifested. This is styled hair with a blow dryer. But anyway, I do have a video showing you guys how I manifested my dream hair type just through manifestation. When I tell people that, they're shocked. I have other crazy, amazing stories of things I've manifested that I've discussed in some of my previous videos. So you can watch my actual success stories, or you can look into things online. There are forums and, you know, blogs and websites where they discuss success stories. For example, Reddit. That's a forum where they have success stories about manifesting, and so you can look into other sources as well to boost your confidence in that and really feel like, okay, maybe this actually will work for me. It's not impossible, because it isn't. So I promise you, if you just keep putting in the work, it will make more sense. It will become easier and more enjoyable. And yeah, so I hope this was a useful, motivating video for you guys. Do thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed, and if you'd like to see more of these videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye!